Hello students, let us peer review this response sheet of the mock exam using the strategy 1 star and 3 wishes. 1 star means look at one best quality of this response sheet or the answer sheet, and 3 wishes means give 3 suggestions for improvement. Let us have a look at the marks. The reading comprehension marks 18 out of 20, 4 marks out of 10, 9 marks in grammar out of 10. In literature, quite a number of marks have been missed out. So we know the areas where we need to give certain suggestions for improvement. Let us begin. Have a look at the quality of the presentation. Look at the question numbers. Look at the way the question numbers are written, the option number, option literals, the answers along with it. Suggest how the person can ex- uh, uh, ensure that no marks are missed out in the reading comprehension. Suggest a strategy to the person or the candidate so that that strategy can be practiced and no marks are missed out. Again, we can see 1 mark is lost. Give a strategy for attempting multiple choice questions where this candidate can practice, he or she can practice and overcome this loss of marks. If you have a strategy of labeling your paragraphs with certain central idea, if you can have the strategy of elimination of MCQ answers, then suggest the best strategy which works well with you. Explain your strategy so that the candidate can understand and use. You can see the question numbers, the option number, and the sub question numbers. The choice literals are mentioned over here and the answers that go with it. So suggest if you have certain areas, if you identify something that where this candidate can improve, kindly suggest, especially the strategies for attempting the MCQs. If you know any strategy that is helpful, kindly point out to the question number and give suggestions where that strategy can be applied. Proceeding further, these are grammar questions. You can see that the question, the grammar response, the writing section, self-address, is it complete? Has the person written out of the option, the choice, what question the person has decided to attempt with the option of a particular question? Was that given? This is the sample paper released by the CBSE. Is the date format correct? How is it to be written in an English paper? The address of the recipient, is it complete? If it is IND or INDIA, complete spelling, kindly mention that. After the salutation, subject, how do you write the subject? Kindly suggest that. The choice of language, I am writing or with reference to. I am writing is informal language and with reference to is formal language. Suggest what kind of language is to be used for writing a formal letter. And if these kind of sentences needs to be reconstructed, give the examples to the candidate so that the candidate makes sure that those kind of sentence constructions are used. As we all know, colloquial style or everyday language, is it appropriate to use in a formal letter? Subject verb agreement, tenses, Look at the kind of errors, give suggestions for improvement. Address, is it given by an arrow as such? How is an address written? First line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line, till the state and the country. Kindly give that suggestion to the candidate. The name, how do we write the name? Is it in the running letters or is it in capital letters? Is it inside the brackets? Kindly give suggestions to the candidate to improve on the format, content, fluency, what words, fluency words can be used, accuracy, how the person can work on the accuracy of language, punctuation, spelling, tenses, etc. Give your suggestions for improvement to this candidate so that the candidate can improve. Have a look at the writing section. Format, content, fluency, and accuracy. The marks for format. If it is a paragraph writing, do you write several paragraphs? Will it be accepted? Writing several paragraphs, and the question is all about writing one paragraph. So will that be accepted, or the examiner will just see from the word according till the last word smartphone, the paragraph is over, and the examiner will score out, that means cut the remaining, and will not read the remaining. Why? Because the person was supposed to write a paragraph only, not an essay on the given graph or the topic. So this kind of paragraph, is it accepted or not? Give your comments. So format, content, fluency words if you see any. If not, suggest fluency words to the candidate. The candidate is not aware of any fluency words which a person can rote learn and keep it ready and handy. Language for accuracy, accuracy for spelling, accuracy for punctuation. Give your suggestions how the candidate can score full 5 marks for this writing. One major area is paragraph versus an essay writing. The candidate has written an essay except in case of a paragraph. The kind of informal language or colloquial language going to or gonna is a slang. There is no past tense of rise. It is rise, rose, risen. Kindly point out such words and suggest to a candidate how the tenses can be used appropriately. Let us come to the literature section. The literature section requires a candidate to write appropriate literary approach answers or develop or use or incorporate language which uses literary approach of responding to questions. The very first idea is to use writer's name, title, a strong verb. If you see the opening sentence, point it out. If you do not see, kindly construct that opening sentence for the candidate so the candidate learns to write uh, an opening sentence appropriately. Secondly, if you see any citations used by the candidate, kindly give your suggestions for the citations for every answer that the candidate can recall, revisit your response and suggestions, value it and practice it. Have a look at the question numbers, sub question numbers, whether this question number 2 requires the actual question number, the option number, and the subpart together in a line. Kindly suggest what is your idea about responding to an answer in as per the CBSE style. The question mark in the beginning shows that the opening line is missing. If you can give suggestions for the opening line, kindly type out An opening line for the candidate mentioning the complete question number. If you want to point out on presentation, neatness, you may comment opening line. If you see the question mark for the opening line, if you see the tenses, it's written in present tense. If it is right, kindly point it out. Question number. Do you see if a capital letter is justified? Whether the tense is justified? Look at the spellings. Look at the spellings. Look at the tense. Look at the opening sentence missing. Look at the beginning with the pronoun. Whether beginning with the pronoun is acceptable or is it a grade 2 style? Are contractions allowed in formal writing or academic writing? Kindly find out and give suggestions to the candidate whether this kind of spelling be and something cancelled out because is acceptable, whether the person has followed the literary and analytical style of writing. Give your suggestions to the candidate, how the candidate can improve, how the person can overcome narrating of the stories in literature than suggesting suggest a sample answer so that the candidate can read your answer as a wish to improve one's work. And if you want to suggest or look at one answer of the candidate and you want to rewrite, you can give that also as a suggestion. It will definitely help the candidate attempt in a better manner in the forthcoming examination. Select the area of for the wishes from the area which is listed right in the top, that is reading, writing, grammar and literature. Select the question number and try giving 1 star and 3 wishes. 1 star is one best quality about this answer script, and 3 wishes, that means 3 suggestions to the candidate for improvement. Thank you for your kind attention.